وربك.
Election coming to us here in America from America, and you can be part of it. Guide US TV. Keep it on. Keep it going. Keep it growing. Stay guided with Guideus TV. And we're coming to you almost live all the way from our studios right here in Southern California. Almost live, because there's always that 60-second delay, right, guys? And that's why when you call in, be sure to turn down your TV set or turn off the sound so that we will be able to hear. If you're using a phone to call us, which most people are, you want to be sure to keep it off the speakerphone because it will get feedback and then, yeah. So anyway, the show is called Talk About It, as you can see right here. Yeah, I'm real proud of that. Yeah, that's cool. Yeah, it's small. It doesn't cover us all up whenever we put it on there. So that's what you can do. You can talk about it. Anything you want to talk about, you are welcome to talk about it. And the phone number to call is 1-800-971-4383. Let me introduce my guest to you guys. First of all, I want to introduce Sister Kim. Sister, Assalamu alaikum.
Alaikum assalam. How's everything in California today?
Well, I don't know about all of California, but in the neighborhood where I live, we had rain, and the mail was late. And I was going to say that the mail just came a few minutes ago. So I was going to say that I guess the rain stopped the mail, but it didn't. Neither rain nor snow nor dread of night. Anyway, all of that stuff. And wild dogs too. Okay. Well, now I think it's time for us to hear from our brother Richard. Richard Kiefer. Assalamu alaikum.
Excuse me. Alaikum salam. Rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. How's everybody?
Well, I can't speak for everybody, but I can tell you that we're okay here. And how's everything there where you are?
Everything is beautiful in Iowa. We're down to about a foot of snow, so.
That sounds like Sister Emily.
Yes.
Ah, okay.
Assalamu
Wa alaikum salam rahmatullahi barakatuh. I think I have an image for Sister Kim. No, Sister Emily. Yes. Here it is, right here. Yeah. Assalamu alaikum, sister.
Wa alaikum salam. I'm going to need to change my my profile picture here. It's not going to be applicable anymore.
Well, it is in a way. You can always use that for pretend you're wearing niqab, and yeah. My wife wore niqab for many years until I insisted that she needed to take it off because I was afraid somebody was going to shoot her. She said, "Well, I didn't put it on for you. I won't take it off for you." I said, "Okay, I got that. I get that, but here's the thing. It's not about that. It's about me. I really don't want to live without you, so please." She said, "Oh, okay." She said, "But it's on you." I said, "Oh my God." But anyway, yeah. But my daughter, she still wears hers, mashallah. And yeah, you know what? The women that wear it in this country, anyway, they say it empowers me. I like it. I have one daughter though that she was wearing it like all the time, but she always had trouble breathing. And one time we were down in New Zealand, she said, "Dad, I just can't breathe. I can't breathe." And I said, "Well, take it off." It's not it's only a part of hijab if you want it to be. You know, if you're not comfortable with it, if there's any reason, you can sure take it off. So no problems. And that kind of brings us around to our subject for today, brothers and sisters, all of you watching. We wanted to talk about something that should be a part of our discussion anytime, and that's because we're not that kind of religion in Islam where we only discuss about God and the paradise and hellfire and like that. We're very open to talk about people that are in positions of leadership, whether they be politicians, owners of businesses, or whatever it is. So that's a good reason for us to open up this subject tonight. And who got the email about this? Anybody?
I got it.
Okay.
I got it.
Sister Kim did get it. All right.
I got it. Sorry, I was trying to unmute myself. Yeah, I got it.
Okay. Okay.
I haven't been home all day, so I haven't looked at emails yet. Sorry.
Okay, well, you can open it up while we're talking about it. How about that idea?
Okay.
Well, can I share some good news first?
Okay, let's see if we can put you back up. Where is... Okay. If we get out of sync here, here we go. Go ahead, sister.
Well, I heard from my board people today, and I got my board exam scheduled for the first and second weeks of May.
Oh,
So I got to the next step.
wonderful.
Yay. Alhamdulillah.
MashaAllah. Well, that's really good. And you said in May, huh?
Yeah. Due to the pandemic, I have to actually, because I'm high risk, I have to take it. So there's supposed to be 2 8-hour days of testing, okay,
All right.
normally. But mine, I have accommodations so that I can split each day into 2 4-hour days. So then it's 4 4-hour days, but 2 of them have to be, each set has to be consecutive. So I have May 6th and 7th, and then May 17th and 18th. But they're at different locations too. So, I'm going to be, at least I have a week in between. One of them's 3 hours away.
Okay, they're 3 hours away, and it's not on the same day, right?
No, there are 4 dates, 4 days of testing.
You should be able to walk over there in that amount of time.
Yeah, well, one of them's just about 20 miles away, so.
All right. Okay. Well, I'm glad to hear, though, that you've got that lined up, and we're really proud of you for that. MashaAllah. MashaAllah.
Thank you.
Let's go back to Richard. Let's see. Now, how can I do that?
Hello. Can I get my picture back?
Didn't work.
Didn't work?
No, I don't know how to make this thing operate properly.
The rain in Spain stays mainly on the plain.
It doesn't work. It's not coming in properly.
Maybe we should get a picture for Richard that you can put up.
Yeah, there you go.
Waiting for him to talk.
Let's get a picture for Richard too. No. Oh, there he is. I clicked enough buttons to make it work. MashaAllah. MashaAllah. All right. Wow. I was starting to freak out, man.
Yep. When I first clicked on, Kim was asking me if this was my prison number.
Aha. Wait a minute. Let's hold on a second. We got to take off the call now thing. Where is that? Okay. Yeah. Here we go. Now stretch it out. 24434. Oh. Okay, that's not your prison number.
Call daily for solutions.
Call daily for 24434.
Oh, I get it.
I don't get it. I don't understand it.
Thank you.
It's the number of rakat in each salah.
Oh, that's hilarious.
All right.
Asher, Daher, Hasser, Megillah, Isha.
You got the best
It
teachers, Richard.
went right over my head. I didn't
Yeah,
get
me
that.
too.
Let me look again. Okay, 2 rak'ah. That's on the far right
Fajr.
on the camera.
Mhm.
2 rak'ah for Fajr. All right. 4 rak'ah for Dhuhr. 4 rak'ah for Asr. And 3 rak'ah for Maghrib, which we just all prayed. And now 4 rak'ah for Isha. Anybody already prayed Isha yet?
I did.
Okay. MashaAllah, MashaAllah. Now, let's see.
I can't wear hijab. Well, I guess it could, but so I have T-shirts that do all kinds of maybe discussion starters. So I just got this one in the mail the other day, and I was like, yeah, that's pretty good. And somebody will ask me probably the same thing if it's my prison number. But I escaped, so I guess I should have a number.
Well, yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
I like that. Wait. Well, you disappeared. Now I'm pushing the wrong buttons. Okay. Now I see you.
There you go.
I have something to say. That is his prison number because this life is a prison.
Yeah. Okay, now finally got a comeback. My wife come in and gave me the comeback for you. Are you ready?
Yep.
The comeback from my side. Let's see what we got here. Yeah. It is your prison number. And it's my prison number, and it's every believer's prison number. Every single Muslim, that is our number. Because the Prophet, it's a prison number because the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam, he said in the Arabic language, Adunya sijnul mu'min wa jannatul kafir, that the whole entire universe is a prison to the true believer, but it's the only prison for the disbeliever. There you go. So that is
That's
your
right.
prison number.
That is our number.
You like it?
Yeah, absolutely.
Mashallah.
Yep.
Mashallah. All right. So I wasn't ready for the comeback, but
That's good. That's very good.
the boss helped me out. Mashallah.
Yep.
All right. Let's get started with our program tonight, guys. Everybody has got the email now, right? You opened up your email, Richard.
Yeah.
And
No, I was talking about my shirt.
All right. Okay, well, the subject, let me see if I can put that up on the air so folks can see it. There we go. Now, it's supposed to just open up. I was clicking the wrong button. There we go. Now. Yeah. That's the way I wanted to do it. There we go. Yeah, so the subject is tonight, Wednesday night, is talk about it, health versus wealth. Health versus wealth. And we really do want to talk about this for as long as you guys would like to participate with us, because the Texas governor, Governor Abbott, no connection to Costello, but still comical, okay? He wants money rolling into Texans' pockets, even at the expense of the elders, the sickly, and certain races. And I didn't want to put it, but I said, think Hispanic and African American, all right? Rolling in their graves. Okay. Now, everybody got that one, right? Okay. So, who's next and what's next? Call in now. Talk about it live on Guideus TV. And it's 6 p.m. And we even put in there the Mecca time. So if you didn't know what Mecca time is, Mecca is in Saudi Arabia. And it's Thursday morning for them already. All right. So I put that in there so that you guys could see that. And I realized that the browser went down. I'm having more fun here than... yeah, here we go. Now, you can see it again. Call in now. Talk about it live on Guideus TV, 6 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, 7 a.m. on Thursday morning, Mecca time. Okay, so now everybody understands that whenever it's 7 o'clock in Mecca, that's in the morning. If it's Thursday morning in Mecca, okay, or any time, any day of the week, but it's 7 o'clock in the morning Mecca time, you can watch Guideus TV while we're on the standard time. But when we go on daylight saving time, it moves it back 2 hours, so instead of 1, so that will be 8 o'clock.
Unless you're in specific states or countries.
No, it won't change because it's still Mecca time.
Oh, I thought you were talking about daylight savings time because
our time will change.
Changes by
our time will change. But,
yes.
Yeah, but that will make it change because when we adjust, because we will adjust for our time here in California, so that will be Mecca time. That will be like, was it 7 a.m.? It'll be like 8 a.m. Yeah, I think that's what it is, 8 a.m. Okay.
I just used my world clock.
Hey, that was smart. I like that. All right. Let's see now. Okay, we got you up there, Sister. That's not Kim. That is Sister Emily. All right, Sister Emily. MashaAllah. This is kind of small. I need to put you on the big one up here. Where is that? Anyway, alhamdulillah. I'm spending too much time playing with all of the controls over this thing, and we got no programs. Everybody can take a turn at this thing. What do you think about it?
All right. Well, I just heard too that that other coastal states, southern, the Gulf Coast states, are also considering the same thing. To open up the state and to get rid of their mask mandates. I am just concerned from a humanity standpoint that this is not what you do in the middle of a pandemic while the vaccine's rolling out, but there are two reasons I think behind this. Well, because of the economic devastation down there. 3 reasons. It's going to be spring break, and it's no coincidence that March is when they're doing this, and March is usually when colleges go on spring break. So they're going to have all of these young people flooding from other states to Texas and to the coasts, and they're going to have super spreader events because these young people aren't getting vaccinated. They're not on the list they're not on that part of the list yet to get vaccinated. The third thing I'm concerned about is that the Texas governor is using this as a way to distract from what happened a few weeks ago. which with the winter storm and all the power outages and all the devastation and death that happened there. So, but the thing is that when you do this in the middle of a pandemic, right now, the hospitalization rate that we're at is about where we were back in the middle of last summer, I think. And so, and remember what happened 2 weeks after 4th of July? It spiked. And so we're going to have another, you can predict after, you know, another celebration time, it's going to peak again and the hospital systems are going to be overwhelmed. And it's not just in Texas, it's not just in the coastal states, because people come from all around the United States. And then they're going to take it back. So it just, it disappoints me as someone that is in the medical field, because we're so close. If we could just wait, you know, Biden said that by the end of May, that we should have the majority of the U.S. adults vaccinated, including those young ones. If they could just hold on a little longer. You know, we've been through so much. We've lost so many lives. And just to open it up for those kind of reasons that I'm suspecting, and I don't know for sure. You know, it's not my place to say whether or not that's what's going on, but
actually, it's your place to talk about it, though, and
yeah.
that's the phone number right here, guys. You can call in right now and talk about that with us.
Yeah, that's my concern, though, is that we are going to see a lot of death and a lot more of these variants popping up. And the thing is that, you know, we can't just keep letting the virus develop new variants, because the vaccines we got to get vaccines into people's arms so that they don't mutate. The virus doesn't mutate, and then it'll be something that's containable, that, you know, not everybody will have to be huddling in their houses, or, you know, it's just disappointing to me, you know. And I heard as I was driving home from my doctor appointment today that, you know, someone from Texas was just saying that, you know, she's working at a vaccine clinic and she's just in Houston. She's devastated. She's devastated because they've made so much progress. And the United States, we've made so much progress, but the tens of thousands of deaths that are going to result from this is what really, really breaks my heart.
Yeah, and it does for all of us. If the statistics are correct and what's going on, first of all, what is the position of Texas as far as the COVID virus? Is it one of the lowest states for the cases? Is it one of the states that's maybe been almost avoided by this thing altogether? Is it one of the states that has the strongest folks, that are able with the best immune systems? And in fact, all of that is the opposite, because I'm from Texas and I know exactly what you have there. You have a lot of Hispanics, a lot of African Americans, and a lot of people that are elderly, and a lot of younger people that are really out of shape. My son and his son, my grandson, came all the way over here to California to be with us because they know that we really are concerned, and we have really partitioned ourselves off for this whole year. And that's why they came here. And guess where they came from? Austin, Texas. That's the capital of Texas. That's exactly where Mr. Abbott is, the governor, operating right out of there. And when I told my son about it, he said, "Dad, I already know. He already heard about it." And I was thinking, at first when I heard it, Texas is okay now. Well, that's the way it was presented. It's okay now because and I thought, wow, he get a chance to be back with the rest of his family now. That's and then I went, wait a minute. Texas is the number one after New York and California.
It's got one of the biggest populations. I mean, it's the state itself is massive, and I can't imagine that, even if they did somehow get everyone in Texas vaccinated magically, it's doesn't make logical sense.
No, it doesn't. And another thing about this is that whenever someone is concerned more about their political position or making money than they are concerned about the groups that I just mentioned, the elderly, the ethnic groups, and then they use this the famous story that the former administration used. That was very clear about it. It said that they wanted to get people back to work. Well, I don't know how it is in Texas, but here in California, the people that were underprivileged, that we use that term underprivileged, and they are of the Misakin, which is meaning the poor, the impoverished. They kept on working anyway. They didn't have any choice, and they had the kind of jobs that they could work at. They were self-employed or employed by folks who don't really report and a lot of them were doing yard work and hammering nails and sawing boards and stuff that without being part of any union. And out here in California, there was a tremendous number of people, and including right next door to us, there's a group over there been working right along. And the folks that taking care of the yards in this whole neighborhood never missed a beat. And the guys driving the garbage trucks through, and all of these guys, every one of them is still working. So I don't know what he was talking about when he says that you get people back to work, because
for it to happen so soon after such a huge national or natural disaster, like the whole state of Texas had this blizzard that killed people and burst pipes, and there's devastation down there, and he's just basically like, oh, let's go.
Well, I think maybe it could be like the folks who make up the big money that employ those people that want to get their own people back to work so they can be making more money. Maybe that's the pressure that he has had to succumb to. I don't know for sure, but it's definitely not a good story any way you look at it. And but Richard, what's going on up in your area? I saw that in the article. I saw that Michigan is also going to be one of those to join. Mississippi is joining up with that, and Michigan is supposed to be like instantly going to go with it. Is that right?
No, that's not right.
That's what it said in the article.
Well, you can't believe everything you read, can you?
That's true. That's why we want to talk about it, guys. Call in. Talk about it with us.
Michigan is, they've relaxed a little bit where they've allowed restaurants to open 50% capacity. But then they're very, schools are still closed. It's very, very tight. Our governor is constantly under criticism for not opening everything up. No, our numbers are continually going down. We expect by the end of March, 50% of Michigan will be vaccinated. And so we're on course doing some good things. I've had both of my shots, and no reaction to either of those. And, there's sanity prevailing in many ways, and people are lining up in crowds to get their vaccination to end this nightmare. And so we're all doing good here. it's a little discouraging to see, the sunshine states and the Gulf states and these states down there who are looking, they're looking forward to the northern college student coming down and spending lots and lots of money on spring break. And they do not care about lives. That's very obvious. If they make some money and a few people die, or a lot of people die, so be it. I'm having a rough day today because a friend of mine, a Christian friend of mine, died last night from COVID. And he was in Florida, and he came down with the COVID just 4 days ago. It took him and he had, no underlying health problems, but in the hospital 4 days, he's dead. So this thing is not going away, and we still keep playing with it. And unfortunately, a lot of the Christian body, have been the Trump supporters, the hoax people who are saying this COVID thing is just a little bad flu, and not wearing masks, going to church, and churches are open, but nobody's wearing masks, as if God's going to protect them somehow for coming to church. And it's very, very difficult. My oldest son will not take a vaccination because of conspiracy theories. And it's like, what are you doing? The theory was it'll alter your DNA. And I'm sure Dr. Emily could speak to that, but there's no way that's going to happen.
Okay, guys, we got to take a short break. We'll be right back right after this. Guys, everybody stay tuned, stay guided. And by the way, share this, and let's get the word out there about what's going on. It's starting in Texas, of all places, the number 3 state after New York and California. And they just had that horrible experience of no electricity for the entire state. And somebody told me it's because that the government there in the state of Texas didn't want to hook up with the other states and share their electricity. Now I don't know. Let's talk about it. When we come back, we're going to ask you to participate along with us about this. Stay guided. Guideus TV, watched by many, loved by all. New Muslims, young Muslims, born Muslims, non-Muslims, all enjoy it. Guideus TV, never ads, always free. Let's keep it free, no ads. Support and share. And get guided with Guideus TV. Can you imagine? It's our 10th anniversary. Guideus TV on the air for 10 years already. Wow. And we want to keep going and growing. And how you can do that? Join us. Be part of what we are doing with Recite on TV, Bridge to Faith, Simple Reminders with Abu Hafsa, all of these great programs and more coming to you 24 hours a day. No commercials, no advertising. Just pure Islam with Quran every hour, with reminders throughout the day what the Hadith teaches. These programs are the only collection coming to us here in America from America, and you can be part of it. Guide US TV. Keep it on, keep it going, keep it growing. Stay guided with Guideus TV. Bingo. And we are back. All right. And we want to talk about it. Guys, we got the phone number here for you. Encourage you to give us a call right now, and let's all talk about it. 1-800-971-4383. 1-800-971-4383. And we left with Richard. You were talking about it. You got anything for us? Go ahead, Richard.
Well, I've been struggling all day with this gentleman, a friend of ours, and his children are friends with my children, and in 4 days, him and his wife both with COVID, and he's dead in 4 days. And the truth of the matter is, nobody really cares at the leadership positions of our government. I mean, he came out 2 days ago that even though that President Trump was saying no mask, you don't have to do this, under the cover of darkness, so to speak, him and his family all took the COVID shots. Even though it was like, well, it's a hoax, and it's not really real. It's going to go away by itself, and we all should open up and go back to school, go back to work, and everything open up. But he hedges his bets, so to speak, and takes the shot, and doesn't even let people know. If he would have taken the shot from the get-go and said, I'm going to take the leadership of this, what a difference it would make in the lives of countless people. These government leaders are making decisions, but they're not paying the bill. I mean, 500,000 deaths translates into approximately $50 million in funeral expenses.
Well, technically, if I could insert this thought right here, technically, they are paying the bills. They really are paying the bills with our money.
Yeah.
That's
so,
what's
but you know, we've talked to people. You know, they're going. This vaccine has something to alter the DNA, and you know, I don't know.
Whoa!
I'll stop you right there because that's a Twitter quote fake news. That's a Facebook thing. It's a conspiracy theory, just like 5G causes the 5G thing causing coronavirus. That's not true.
Hey, don't forget about the flat Earth. Earthers. The Earth is flat.
So mRNA, so the vaccines are not like DNA. They are part of a naturally made part of the. It's in the genetic code. Okay, so this is like this goes in deep into genetics, but basically, what mRNA does is it's in everyone's nucleus. It's in the nucleus of the cell. It's a small strand of DNA or RNA. Sorry, RNA. It stands for messenger RNA, and all it does is it codes for proteins. All right, so you're exposed to something. Your cell will take that little piece of whatever up. It'll code a protein to take care of it. Or if you have something that your body needs to function, it'll code for a protein. It's like a messenger. And so the vaccine, this messenger RNA is already naturally made by your body. And any mRNA, messenger RNA vaccine has the exact same purpose. It basically trains your body on how to make proteins to resist this attack, right? So it develops an immune response to a specific, very specific pathogen or bug that the protein is made for. So the messenger RNA code teaches your body how to make these proteins. The proteins can go and attack with the immune system and make it so that you don't get as bad of a disease, right? So the mRNA, all the Pfizer, Moderna vaccines, they're all these vaccines against COVID-19 that are this pretty new type of vaccine, which is really neat because it can be changed. But what it does is it teaches your body how to make part of the virus's spike protein. And that actually will let your body recognize the protein that it's, or the virus, the coronavirus itself. So it'll spark an immune response. So it's kind of like when you get the flu shot, okay? You might feel a little bit off for a little bit. You don't actually get the flu from the flu shot. Your body mounts an immune response. So it's the flu shot trains your body on how to react when it comes in contact with it. Well, this is
now that's the first time I had somebody explain it to me where I could understand.
So it's like training your body.
I don't want you to get any more education, because then you will not be able to communicate with lowlifes like me. I'm sorry about that, but I really understood everything you said.
So it's like you have the like you're gonna make a recipe. You have all the ingredients to make the meal, but you don't have the actually recipe. You don't have the recipe that you need to. You have all the ingredients, but you don't have the recipe to make it. So you download it offline, and then you can make you can make the meal, the vaccine, the immune response to attack the virus or make the meal.
Is that really all there is to it? I can do this offline? I can just...
You can download it out. Yeah, I know.
I could save myself waiting in line and get this whole thing straightened out right away. All right.
But the difference between this and the flu virus or the flu vaccine is that you don't normally have this mRNA coding for spike protein. So you don't have it it's not normally floating around in your body because you haven't been exposed yet. So it's sorry, I've got the expressive aphasia again. The mRNA itself gets injected into you. So that's the vaccine. And then your cells learn how to make a bit of it. And the spike protein tips off the immune system. And then the mRNA
I like that. That's a good explanation. MashaAllah. Sister
mRNA
Kim,
did you... Instructions.
Yeah. Sister
Kim,
Kim,
make the protein. Your body learns how to do it. It learns how to react to the spike protein, and then the mRNA instructions are destroyed.
Okay, Sister Kim, can you hear me?
Oh, yes, I can hear you.
All right. What do you think about that?
Well, I had been keeping on top of the mRNA and things like that, and the unfortunate conspiracy theories that have been going along with it. And it's really sad to see that even though this is a new type of vaccine that, we did rush it, but it still went through all its medical testing. We just did it much faster. It's disappointing to see how many people are ready to come up with any excuse not to get it. Unfortunately, in some areas, the number of people declining to get it are up around 50%. And some of it is based on the belief that nobody should have any vaccinations whatsoever. Some of it is based on the conspiracy theories directly related to this vaccination. And I even heard, I believe it was in San Diego, that some anti-vaxxers attacked a vaccination clinic so that they could keep anybody from getting the vaccine. And it's a very sad response to something that will hopefully allow us to return to a life that's somewhat back to normal. I know that I, for one, am very tired of people being afraid of their neighbor because they think that their neighbor is going to give it to them. and the breakdown of social practices. And inshallah, that will be over in the next few months if we can actually get people to take the vaccine.
Yeah. And I think, like, when I'm thinking about the vaccine, the anti-vaxxer stuff, that just, like, I don't even want to go into how much that is so dangerous. But if you think back, I've only seen pictures because I wasn't, born yet. But if you think back of when the polio vaccine was released,
I was around.
and you see, I mean, I've seen it in textbooks, but I know that, parents would line their kids up to get those vaccines because they were so life-saving, and nobody wanted to miss out. And then the internet happened.
Yeah.
And I don't know, like, it just boggles my mind that Allah has given us these brilliant minds that have come up with this prevention, or at least, mitigation technique that can help save lives. And people don't understand that that's, it's all part of taking care of each other, taking care of your neighbor, like, I don't know. It just, like, I can't even put it into words. I
was around, in the polio thing as a kid, and my community went and they brought the vaccine to the schools, and they lined us all up in the cafeteria and just went right down the row, and we all got the vaccine. Either that or a little sugar cube, or I forget how they dispense it in a number of ways.
Yeah.
But there was nobody who was going, oh, this may give us something. It's going to be a chip that's going to control us, and it's going to be the money and something, and we're going to, people have been watching TV too much and going to come up with crazy ideas. And what's bad is when the layman in the street buys this, because the leaders, at least the leaders of my friend who passed away, it was the leaders saying, well, this is what God is saying. Because I was meditating last night and God visited me, and he's saying, work for this politician, and this is all good, and we're not good, and we're all fine, and we can all meet together because it's our liberty. And so we meet together, and then somebody gets sick and somebody dies. And nobody's held accountable, at least on this earth. They will be held accountable. But there's millions of stories like that.
Yeah.
Where there's people who are following a leader who says, yeah, this is the right way, and they die. And thank Allah, up to this point, I've never heard any Muslim say that kind of conspiracy thing. Maybe
actually, I have. But I do talk to a lot of Muslims on a daily basis through the internet, the very thing she's talking about.
Well, I'm just saying these forums, like where the anti-vaccine and the conspiracy forums, yeah. But the internet is a wonderful invention.
Well, we're posting some pictures up here right now of folks who are... by the way, can I ask a question here? I would like to ask this question. I heard some word tonight that I've never heard before. Anti-vaxxers. How do you spell that?
ANTIVAXXER, depending on who's saying it, VAXSER, or VACCER.
Yeah.
Okay, what I found, while you guys were talking, I found it is the Google, and if you don't accept Google, you don't accept anybody, right? Anyway, it's anti-space VAXXERS vaxxers. And it Google corrected me and said, no, this is the way to do it.
That's how they refer to them in the medical community.
And here, let's take a trust God, not vaccines. Wow. No to mandatory vaccines. Save our children. Wow. No vaccine needed. I have an immune system. My body, my choice. Fake news. RTE. What is that RTE? Anybody know? The cure is worse than the disease. Wow.
See, these are all things that the former administration has been quoted as saying.
Wow. That's a little too much. The cure is worse than the disease.
Yeah.
That's I don't know, that's too strong for me. Wow.
I think
and then there's me sitting here like, please give me a vaccine. You can give me 2. Give me one in each arm. Give me one of each of them, you know? These people are blocking people from getting vaccines, and I'm, ugh.
Now, there's a weird one. This picture shows people demonstrating against the vaccine, but they're wearing masks.
Well, that is interesting.
Well, maybe, oh, no, it's in Spanish. It's in Spanish. I have no idea what they're against. Sorry, guys. I didn't read it. I just said, okay.
Oh, that's the 5G thing. That's the before. Oh man, it had to have been about a year ago. That's what the theory was.
Here's one that let me match up what we're saying to what we're showing. Okay, guys. It says, "I'm a billionaire. You must do as I say." And these are the folks who supported that billionaire who was in office last
And that's actually Bill Gates right there.
Oh my God. Oh, they're making fun of a billionaire. Whoa, this is too much. This is too much.
If they, like, Bill Gates has done so much for the medical community as far as.
Yeah, well, it's a billionaire whenever, it's a bad billionaire whenever it's got something to do with what you do. But Bill Gates has nothing to do with the vaccine.
But he has, he's been giving out vaccines for other things down, like he's doing global vaccines.
But he has nothing to do with the Pfizer thing or the Moderna thing or the Johnson & Johnson thing. He has nothing, zero to do with it. He was just making the vaccines from a long time ago available to poor people. A charity act. Hello. Good grief.
I know.
There are people in the realms of Christianity who don't take any medication. If somebody gets sick, they pray.
Well, okay, yeah. Who is the famous actor that's in a lot of the movies right now? Does his own stunts. He was in the movie
Tom Cruise.
Tom Cruise, yeah, Tom Cruise.
Scientology.
And Scientology. It started out here in California, didn't it?
And I am not the one you want to talk to about Scientology because they are very anti-psychiatry. So I'll just keep my mouth shut.
No. We want your mouth open because this is what it's all about.
No. I mean, it doesn't have anything to do with COVID or anything like that. It's.
Yeah, well, that's okay. It's all right. We want you to I found it.
Well,
hey,
I'll go off on a
it
tangent.
says anti-vaxxers, a threat to our future. Now, this one is saying the anti-vaxxers are a threat to our future. What about that? Richard? By the way, I should tell you guys, I switch off, even when somebody else is talking, I'll switch over to your reactions so that, don't stick your tongue out.
Well, let me show you a little Christian pamphlet called God's Medicine.
Okay, God's Medicine.
and I've got my hand over the author, who since passed away. But the whole thing is the healing for everything you have was in the atonement. So when Jesus died, he upon him on the cross, which he did die, but he, in the theory of the theology of Christianity, your sins are paid for, and your health. And so when you get sick, you just go to the Word of God and you read all the passages of Scripture that talk about being well, and Jesus taking the sickness on his body, and you do not go to a doctor.
Okay, well, you know what, guys, we're coming up on this. If somebody doesn't call in real quick, they're not going to be able to get on the air with us, guys. So if you'd like to call, this is your chance, last chance, because we only got about 3 minutes left. 1-800-971-4383. If you've got anything to say, now's the time to say it. We opened up the phone lines, and you can talk about it. Should we allow our children to get this vaccine? And
Yes.
and should we? Yeah, well, we already heard from you guys. And
I'm just going to say, though, that they are 25% of the U.S. population. I think that's the last statistic I heard. And they are the future of our society. So they need to be.
There are parents that won't let their kids or won't let
Yes.
them around.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
My son would give their kids even flu shots.
Yeah.
So the conspiracy things.
And this is the reason why measles is coming back. When I was in med school the first year, they said, oh, this is an old disease you're never going to see. Second year, it's coming back now. We need to know how to diagnose and treat it.
Yeah. All right. So as I was saying, that you guys, if you would like to call in, and here's the question: should we accept this vaccine or no? And is Texas on the spot with what they're doing, or is that a little off center? If you want to talk about it, here's your chance. Here's the chance, because once the phone rings, that means that they're getting ready to cut us off and send us over to, what does it say? I got my COVID-19 vaccine. Hey, it rhymes. COVID vaccine for, COVID-19 vaccine. There you go. Somewhere. There's a rhyme in there somewhere. I heard it.
I have something that is just random that just came into my head because I saw Richard's coffee cup in the back, and I know that you're drinking coffee right now, right?
Yeah, we have our own flavor of coffee. It's called Estes coffee. You know that.
So you got coffee in one hand, Quran in the other. There
you go. Keep it going. All right, there's the phone, and that's the end of our program for today, guys. And I want to encourage everybody to tune in tomorrow, because tomorrow night we're going to have Dr. Mohammed Salah all the way from Egypt. Now, he is recovering from the COVID virus. His whole family had the COVID virus, and while they had it, his father passed away. So if you want to talk about that with somebody that knows firsthand how important the vaccine is, you could call in tomorrow night and talk to somebody that knows for a fact how serious this really is. It's not a joke, folks. It's not a joke. And with that, we're going to turn it over to the videos that we got to get you into the next hour. And guys, I want you to stay tuned and stay guided with
Guideus TV.
Close enough. Assalamu alaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Guideus TV, watched by many, loved by all. New Muslims, young Muslims, born Muslims, non-Muslims, all enjoy it. Guideus TV, never ads, always